Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Soulight Hypnotherapy. My name is Kirsten and I have another Trump-related reading for you today. This reading is, it turned into something else. I wanted to find out how will Trump feel after the Senate elections. Just based on his emotions, what would he be feeling? Like what's it going to be in his thoughts and in his emotions after the Senate race this November? And I thought it might be interesting to take a look at the reading from that perspective. But then it started taking on more dimension. So this is going to be include not only Trump's feelings and thoughts around, during, and after the Senate race, but also the collective, meaning the left, the liberal, the Democratic side of the public, how they're going to be feeling during the same time frame, and then how the right side is going to be feeling during the same time frame. And then as an outcome, we're going to look at how the Republican senators are going to fare during the race as well, during the same time frame. So this is going to be a lengthy reading, a lot longer than I planned it to be, meaning that it's going to be a partial reading. Part of it will be available for YouTubers to view, and but the full version will be on my Patreon site. So join me on Patreon if you want to hear the full version, or if you donate $5 or more to Soulight Hypnotherapy, there's a donate button on the homepage. You can, as a thank you, I will send you a link to the full version of this reading. So that being said, please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Share my videos with your friends. Help me to get to 10,000 subscribers. And comments, positive comments are welcome. Let's begin the reading. All right, so the question was, how will Trump feel after the Senate elections? And his column is here. So we'll start with him. So we got the Knight of Cups. I'm using the 12 Chairs Tarot deck and Sibilla and Divina. We got the Knight of Cups clarified by the Waiting card reversed. So give me 1 second, hold on. With this Knight of Wands, I feel like it's saying that Trump himself will very much be a part of the race, traveling here and there to support his candidates. But it's more as if he's running for re-election himself. That's how he's going about it. The Knight of Wands has a lot of passion and intensity, so I feel like Trump is going to be pursuing a win with hot diligence, fearlessness, putting all of his energy, like I said, and passion and verve into it. He wants to show that his base, that he is a risk taker and a pioneer, and that he's not afraid. I feel he will continue to incite and inflame his base, being as provocative as ever, with the Queen of Wands here below him. Now the Waiting card here to clarify the Knight of Wands is just telling me, and let me just pull this up again because I'm not sure how well you guys can see. The Waiting card is clarifying the Knight of Wands. So he's using a lot of distraction tactics, Trump is, to cause confusion and distraction so that the people don't look at the real issues that he and his party are running on. So they don't look at their mishandling of Two of Pentacles reversed, their mishandling of their jobs, and what it is they're supposed to really be doing, and the mishandling of funds as well, and the economy. They don't want them to really look at the issues. Instead, they want them to look at the caravan. It looks like a caravan, right? They want them to look at the caravan But this card is saying that his plan will be foiled due to unforeseen impediments and obstacles. And I guess that's the bomber that has already happened, because this would be, pretty much recent past. Also, his plans will be foiled because of his stubborn behavior. His lack of appropriate communication. I feel that Trump is going to want people to vote very much with their passions and with their emotions and not use logic. And he's going to stir up passions, and not in a good way, causing a lot of tempers to flare. And that's the way he's going to go about running his race. With the Queen of Wands here below, it's a tight race. I feel like she's walking a tightrope, right? It's a tight race. I feel it will be quite a show, the Senate race. And Trump will be putting on his best performances for his team. Because, like I said before, it's more like it's his race. And he will be the center of attention. He may burn himself out with all of the campaigning, but he will use deception and manipulation, declaring himself to be righteous, but really showing himself to be very tyrannical. He's going to work up the crowds and, like I said, get them motivated to come out and vote. And I don't know why, when I say get them motivated, he's doing everything to get them motivated to come out and vote. Because I feel like a lot of them aren't coming out now. I clarified the Queen of Wands with the dark-haired woman. So, and then this is a court card too. The Queen of Wands is a court card. So there's some woman here who's around him, and she's listening and advising him and helping him. Now, for a lot of readers, the Queen of Wands represents Mother Russia. So I'm going to go ahead and go with that version right now. She is red, very red. So perhaps this is saying that Russia is helping him, listening to him and advising him. This is Trump's line. But I clarified this dark-haired woman with Lamante, the Queen of Cups in Sibilla, okay? And she's holding she's holding a device. She's looking at herself, getting an impression of herself through an obscured object. So immediately I thought, okay, device. She's holding a device. And then this is a woman who is listening, a dark-haired woman who is listening. And if this could stand for Russia, maybe this is standing for China. And I know that that's going on in the news right now. So I am maybe taking some liberties putting that together. But like I said, as I read these cards in the day-to-day, so close to actual outcomes, we're able to see how the cards work and talk. So I feel comfortable saying that this is a listening device, and China listening in on, or maybe even Russia too, listening in on Trump's personal discussions and feelings and how he feels about things, and his real intimate discussions and private stuff, So I feel like the whole security breach thing and Trump's vanity of not wanting to give up his phone is going to be greatly called into attention, in the next, during, the entire from now until the end of the race. This is really going to be a big deal, the Trump security breach, and it should be. It should be. The Democrats should call full attention to that and make sure everyone, and especially his constituents, and especially Trump's followers, they need to understand the gravity of the situation, how dangerous this is, and call Trump on it. So the cards are saying that to do that, and I feel that it will be very much a spectacle that Trump allowed himself to be recorded like this. So that and other impediments that are around will show up that will cause Trump to perhaps lose a lot of seats in the Senate. Okay? And like I said, it's Trump's race, so it's all about Trump. Going into his outcome, Trump's outcome, we have the Judgment card and Impedimenta reversed. Impediment reversed. I am adding my little A at the end. Trying to sound fancy. But it's reversed. And what I like about these cards is that I like to allow the pictures to also come in and guide me in conveying the story to you as I'm interpreting it, okay? So I feel like Trump will be, at the end of the Senate race, he will be in a place of renewal. We have the Judgment card here, getting a second chance. But he's going to have to do things differently after this election. He's going to have to work with Congress in a different way. He may be introduced. This is Trump here, hold his arms folded. He's not happy with something, okay? Like I said, he has to do things in a different way now that he's maybe disagreeable to or stubborn about. There's a lot of stubborn energy here. And flouting in the face of danger, flouting in the face of appropriateness. And I feel like this is someone bowing, like someone saying, hello, nice to meet you. I feel like he's going to be meeting a lot of new people in the Senate, people that he's going to have to learn to work with. And he's not going to like that. He's going to have to work with Congress in a different way now. He will be introduced to new people, and he's going to have to learn to accept and work with that. And maybe perhaps Congress will have more control over him. There will be more control over him going forward. But like I said, I feel like he will be very resistant to that. But he will feel, in a sense, refreshed and renewed. This is a card of renewal. And he's going to have to face new challenges now, like I said, because the Congress won't be completely in his pocket. But the Senate itself will afford him a second chance, or perhaps it's saying it will afford him a possibility of 2 more years, right? They'll provide that. Or they can provide that. I'm not saying that they will, but that they're in a position to keep him from, if Congress is Democratic after this, and they're able to impeach the president, the Senate could still keep him in office. So they may be able to afford him another 2 years in office. Impediment reversed is saying that Trump will be very, very stubborn. Again, this is just a clarifier for the same card. That Trump will be very, very stubborn, clashing all the time with Congress in the future. So in the future, it's going to be harder for him to get things done because there will be more individuals about who will have opposing opinions to his, or opposing desires to his, and he's going to have to deal with that. So that's the reading that I have for my YouTubers, short and sweet. If you want to hear the rest of the reading, join me on Patreon, or And like I said, any donations of $5 or more to Soulight, there's a donate button on the homepage. I'll send you the rest of this reading as a thank you. And I really, really do appreciate your support. So thanks for tuning in. So just so you know what you're not going to be getting unless you come over, is we're going to find out how the collective, you and I and the us people out here in America dealing with all this, how we're going to be responding to the Senate race recently and in the near future and at the end of it, and then how the Republican collective general public is going to be responding as well, and then the outcome of the senators, the Republican senators themselves. So I hope you guys will join me on Patreon, and we'll talk to you soon. Blessings. Bye.